All right, guys. It is another IEM Katowice Cast here. We are still taking a look here through some of these bracket 4 games that didn't make their way onto the main stage. Down here in the bottom right, my favorite Polish Zerg player. Sorry, Nurtio. It's Elazer. I actually really like Nurtio as well. But, I don't know. I was just saying it, and halfway through I was like, is there another Polish Zerg player that's like really top level? And I was like, oh shit. Yeah. It's a kind of famous guy called Nurtio. In the top left, in the blue, it's Trust. But no, Elazer's an absolute beast. It's interesting because, like, it's not like Elazer's slumping, but I think it's fair to say Elazer's had a hard time the last year. After 2016, Elazer made it to the semifinals of BlizzCon. His surprise, like, international world championship breakout performance, I would say, like that top tier was like, whoa. 2017, he won a WCS championship, defeating Snoot in the grand finals at Valencia. He made it to the global finals where he lost to Special in the quarterfinals again at BlizzCon. Last year, 2018, did not make it to BlizzCon. So, you know, it was a bit unfortunate for Elazer, and he hasn't succeeded at tournaments as much as he would like since then either. Whether it be a home story cup or an IEM Katowice or a WCS Winter. I actually haven't really been following WCS Winter. I've kind of been watching games here and there and looking through strategies and thinking about builds, and I've done very little following the actual story of who's still in it and what's going on. So I know that's coming back with the finals soon, the finals of Winter. So I'm looking forward to actually catching up and being a good commentator and expert on the scene who knows what the hell's going on in it. There's just been so many games on top of my own content to follow, and I've been more focused on the meta in the builds rather than what is actually going on with the individual players' progression through the tournaments. We'll see how it goes. How good is Special, says Hybrid. Special is the undisputed... Oh, actually, you know what? Hero Marine might be the best Terran now. I feel like Hero Marine is like, just keeps getting better, like 0.5% at a time. A lot of players have like jumps and leaps. I feel like Hero Marine just gets better like an extra 1% every couple of weeks. Does anyone else get that feeling where like he's just constantly like Protoss is underpowered, I'm just a streamer, whatever. I'm just playing these shitters on the ladder, having fun on my stream. He was really funny, just super dry, talking about how skilled his Protoss opponents were and how every time he played a Protoss player is like 1,000 MMR below him, he's like, oh, it's the next up and comer. And like he held character so well, he very rarely even cracked a smile. One of my favorite streams, Big Gabe's. I feel like Big Gabe's one of the best Terrans. Him and Special definitely vie for that title at the moment. Special has had higher peaks in his success rate, I would say. But he I guess similar to Gabe, but more so Protoss is the weakness for Special. Special always plays the best Protosses in the world. He starts out the series looking amazing. He often takes a map or two and gives us some of the best TVPs we ever see. But he inevitably loses the series, Special does, against Protoss. And I don't know if it's a balance issue and he just can't string together enough wins to win an entire series. It's just too hard in the matchup. I don't know if it's a confidence issue because he's very vocal about it. Special is an insanely good player, though. Insanely good. Hero Marine stream is just him being a meme lord, to be honest. Is it, though? I feel like Hero Marine is like 100% serious with everything he says on the stream. But once in a while, he's like, all right, I'll pretend I'm joking and play it up. And you know he's not joking. And it's like, it's the best, though. I love Hero Marine stream. It's actually really good. Muslim, I always watch little bits of it. But at Katowice casting with Muslim just kept being like, do you watch Big Gabe's stream? You should watch his stream. It's the best thing ever. It's brilliant. And I was like, all right. I mean, I normally only watch little bits, but I've been watching more and more of it because Gabe's been streaming right when I wake up, when I'm getting ready in the morning before my own stream. And yeah, quality entertainment. It's good shit. Anyway, guys, this is, of course, Trust, the tricky Protoss player who we saw 2-0 Lambo earlier in this bracket with a hidden pile in the main. Oh, God, miss rally there. I mentioned earlier, Trust is not that good mechanically compared to many of the other Koreans. Has been known to throw some matches and make some weird mistakes, but really cool builds. Very timing, attack-oriented player, and likes to mix it up. That's a 5-gate Glaive Adept. Holy shit. Guys, if there's a map for Glaive Adepts, by the way, can you guys remind me to do Glaive Adepts on this map? We haven't had a map many maps with this short a rush distance, but whenever there's a short rush distance maps, I love to mix in the Glaive Adept build. People aren't used to it anymore, and this is a wild one. 5 gate. I normally do 3 gate into a fast third. Seeing no third as Elazer, you're like, what the hell are you doing right now? He skipped link speed. He's gone straight to roaches to try and be safe, but he's droned pretty hard. He now sees it, and he's like, whoa, that's a lot of adepts. Now, because there's 5 gateways, I think this build only makes sense if Trust warps in more adepts. As I say that, he warps in sentries. Why would you bother with the 4th and 5th gateway? You can hit the same timing off just 4 gateways, or 3, surely. Oh, the Evo Chamber wall off! The Evo Chamber wall off! The Shades were like, what? Why can't we get up there? Oh, Trust is like, you piece of shit. Beautiful thinking there. Cancels the Evo and then rebuilds it so that he doesn't wall himself in. He only wants a temporary wall off. He doesn't want to let that finish. So that's why Elazer keeps just rebuilding it when he sees the Shade coming. He just needs to have enough hit points on it so it doesn't die too quickly. So he restarts it, and these Shades just, derping about. Oh my god. Trust has been held. If he was able to shade into that base and threaten 2 areas at once, the roaches wouldn't have been able to keep up. That's the whole way adept pressure works. Go towards the 3rd, shade into the main. Guess what? Your roaches have to split in 2 groups and the adepts can do their work. But Elazer there with a fantastic Evo Chamber block. He's up on his 5 gas geysers in the near future. 3 mineral lines fully saturated. 60 drones. Roach speed. +1 range. Beautiful play from the Polish Zerg. I'd love to see Swarm Hosts from here, and I think it'll be the easiest win of his life if he just adds a few Queens and Swarm Hosts. Yeah, he's already got 5 Queens. If he just keeps spreading creep, he'll kill it. Adepts coming in now from the north. Not the south at the same time. Oh, a bit of a derpy split there. He accidentally clicked those roaches on that. He meant to click down there. Thankfully for him, Trust did not commit and dive past. And he's just going to have to back off for now. Behind this, we've got 2 Immortals out, a ton of sentries. That's a fake 3rd base, guys. And you know what? No Zergling speed, no Overseer. Elazer doesn't know this. He's going across to pressure. That will be disastrous. You need to go home right now. Ooh, it's a fake 3rd. There's a shit ton of gateways, guys. It's an 8-gate mass sentry Immortal. A single roach goes forward. And that spots it for Elazer. Good work by Elazer there. He's making more roaches, more ravages. He's just trying to threaten with these roaches and be a bit of a dick. And it's working well. I wouldn't mind him just counter-attacking. Force warp-ins at home, that sort of thing. Instead, he's focusing on the frontal engage. He's set up here. He's going to come in from 3 or 4 sides. I'd like these roaches and ravages to split there as well, to be honest. But here we go. Every single angle he's going to come from. Focusing on that Immortal at the back already. He doesn't pick it up. Trust losing an Immortal. And losing all of his sentries. His adept shade in. He's going to start trying to kill workers, but I smell a familiar smell. Smells a little bit like Grundle Taint Milkshake. Yeah, welcome to Dicktown, Trust. Ouch. That was... Wow. I actually don't think Elazer was particularly well prepared for that push, but it turns out having your Roach Warren and your Evo and your wall, walling off with a 3rd Evo, beautiful. Well played, Elazer. Let's go into the next map. Hey, Deep Coco, what's up? Yeah, someone on my stream taught me that an American word for taint is grundle, and now I get excited and I like overuse it. Like any opportunity to say grundle, like just then I just said grundle taint. Like they're the same thing, but I was saying taint and then I was like, wait, I can say grundle as well. Let's say them both. Yeah, one of my American viewers told me, so I know it's not everyone in America, but some people in America call the taint a grundle. It's fantastic. Yeah, it's a great word, isn't it? You see, there's new people learning it in chat with me. They're like, what the fuck is a grundle? I've never heard that. All right, guys, up here at the top left in the blue, it's Trust. And over here in the top right, up a game, the Polish Elazer. I believe this is 1 round off the qualifying match. This is a lower bracket match, but it's 1 round off the qualifying match. Hatch first here for Elazer. Why did that probe go over there? What's... Oh, I remember seeing a highlight of this game. This is the sickest build ever. This is like a Trust special. You guys are like, oh, you always talk about how Trust does weird shit. We've seen him play just kind of generic into a timing attack. Yeah? Wait until you see this build, guys. This is some weird shit. Now, this is a huge map. Because it's a huge map, it takes a long time for the Overlord to get across the map. That's why he does it here. He's going to proxy a second gateway. Normally, you see this as a Stalker rush against Terran. But here, I think it's just going to be Adepts. This is really cool. So yeah, just one gas for now. Delays the Nexus. He's got to get damage off it, right? But he's just going to basically get Adepts in a bit earlier than normal. The Overlord will only see one gateway at the front. It takes a while. It might not even poke all the way in to see the Nexus. And then, bam, there's a second Adept already with it. He goes, what the hell? So the first two Adepts need to do at least something. And then later on, this will be a fast warp-in point. You could even commit to like a 5 or 6 gate attack if you think your opponent will be unprepared. That's, of course, after expanding. You have to expand. Otherwise, it's too obvious you're all-inning and your opponent will just prepare for that. But yeah, it goes for the Nexus. And then it'll be Chrono Boost an Adept and Chrono Boost another Adept. So he's going to Chrono Boost the Adept from the closer gateway first. So the Overlord comes in and is like, oh, cool, there's no units. But oh my god, there's even like another layer of bullshit here where he's like, I'll just build a Stalker. I won't even Chrono it. And he's just going to... So he's going to Chrono 2 Adepts out of this gateway on the front. That's so sick, dude. Another name for it is the Fleshy Fun Bridge, says the Sykes. Yeah, I like that one too. The Fleshy Fun Bridge. It's not a bad name. Grendel? Grendel's the bad guy from Beowulf, right? It's like the fucking monster, which I don't think is ever described, right? But sometimes she's like a weird spider creature and stuff. Oh, Trust. No, you Gronk, you absolute Gronk. No, I completely forgot that this happened. Holy shit. Oh my god. I'm so excited. I just knocked my own glasses off. Oh my god. The whole build relies on those 2 Adepts going straight in the base. Now he's going to wait for the third one. Oh, he changed the rally point back home. I think he had both gateways on the same control group. No, they're on separate control groups. How did he fuck that up? He's going to dive in. Elazer's like, what the fuck is this? Where did they come from? Elazer's freaking out right now. He scouted everywhere except that gateway. First drone goes down. Second drone goes down. Good Queen focus fire, though. And where's he? Does he dive in the main? Oh, but the workers surround. 3 workers is not enough, man. You built a gateway on the other side of the map. That's a freaking gigantic investment. Behind this, he's like, let's build more gateways. Okay, no, he does have a Stargate. It's not completely just gateways. For a second, I thought it was. He's going to go for an Oracle. Now that's a warp gate. He can warp in pairs of Adepts here. And I mean, it's so lucky because Elazer feels like he's scouted. But he's left this little black area over here. And, yeah, that is hidden in there. Oh, my God. It's not described in the book. I thought so, Cobra. Yeah. They don't describe her. They just know she's a big old monster that Beowulf's got to slay. Ooh, all right. Now the damage comes in. Elazer's like, where are they coming from? What the hell, man? There shouldn't have been able to be Adepts here at this moment. Oh, God, he didn't run the drones away. That's really bad. Oh, God. 8 workers. There is a Spore in the main. Even though he gets a surround, only 2 drones attacking it at a time. Queen thankfully helps out, but 10 workers. Suddenly, this is adding up a bit of value. Slowling's like, what the fuck are you doing? And sees a Robo and a Twilight go down. Not sure if Elazer clicked on it, though. And there we go. He spots this. He spots fucking Shanice. Shanice, you're meant to be coming and helping with the pressure. She's like, oh, I'm fucking stuck, eh? Just fucking stuck back here. Jesus. Ooh, that's a good pick-off. Because we got 2 Adepts in here at the same time. They got to get out of there, though. Roaches are starting to pop. Okay, they're just going to take as many as they can get. Ooh, coming back in for another kill, but what the hell was that, Mike? Oh, those Queens were coming towards it. Okay, fair enough. Does end up losing an Oracle. At this point, Trust is, I think, got to go towards a normal game, and I think you can totally do it. Losing the Oracle is really shit. But if it wasn't for losing the Oracle, I feel like it's a totally playable position for Trust. Just because Elazer is so confused by what he's up against. He's like, what the hell is going on in this game? He's got Roach Speed and +1 on the way, though, so his tech is in a very healthy position. It's just his inability to drone up this base that's causing him problems. And his drones! He keeps being slow on running his drones away. Elazer not looking at the right areas at the correct time, so having some issues with where he's putting his attention. He's going to morph an Overseer because he's paranoid. He doesn't know what's going on. And remember, guys, no Zergling speed. This no Zergling speed meta is also part of the reason why we see Stalkers as so popular. I'll talk about that in just a minute as we get deeper in this series. But oh, the changeling, the changeling. Nah, mate, you're wearing the wrong shoes. You can't come in here. Stalker's like, please, I booked a table in the club. Zealot's like, no, I'm a real zealot. You can't come in here. Changeling, more like Chadling, says Jormander. My man, Jormangander. Overseer barely gets out of there. Goes to hang out with Amon. Has a bit of a kiss with Amon. He's like, ooh, let me tickle your tentacles, eh? All right, a couple of Archons going to come in here as well. Let's see what happens. That was a pretty sick changeling block. 62 drones versus 47 probes. No upgrades on either side. I do see sentries warping in, and most importantly, I see more gateways on the way. 3 more gateways. Every Protoss seems to be just trying to go 8-gate. I think they're worried about Nidus Worms. I think they're worried about Zerg players getting too much economy and getting out of control. I think that's why we're seeing this meta of 8-gate attacks. Charge lots of Mortals, Archons, Sentries. It's a way of keeping your opponent in check. However, what did we see all tournament long? We saw players committing to this, and either they would live or die by the attack. If the Zerg had enough roaches on 3 base economy, they would win. If the Zerg tried to draw in their 4th a bit too much, was a bit out of position, a bit surprised, they'd lose. Stats was the only player who would get to the other side of the map, see they had enough defense, pull back, kill some creep, pick off a few units, force field a few roaches. I don't really think any of the other Protoss players showed that flexibility. And with Trust here, not getting +1, not getting Templar Archives, or not getting Storm, sorry, on that Templar Archives, I think he's just going to headbutt. I don't think there's any flexibility here in Trust's thinking. Yeah, he's got 50 probes, but he's down 18 workers, and the problem for him is Elazer seems to have pegged his opponent. He's not even scouting the 3rd, and he's just assuming, because he's playing Trust, that this is going to come. So Elazer playing his opponent, yes, it's a little bit risky. Yes, he should have been scouting a little bit more, but he's only now going to scout with a little 3-roach counterattack. That's going to kill a lot of probes. Zealot's going towards the main, but they fly right into a Spore Crawler. No! Trust. No, not there. You got to siege it. No! Okay, barely gets it out of range. That's the way to do it. Okay, pulls the roaches away. Can he do the push? He wants to get up to that ramp so he can force field it, but Elazer, quick to respond, moves down. He wants to engage. He's got to pull back. Elazer, pull back. Does get a few of his roaches and Ravagers trapped, but he does break that force field. Most of the roaches had already died by that point, but it seems all right. Roaches and Ravagers in the main doing okay. They will clean up those Zealots in the main base. It also looks like the Warp Prism has moved back down here to reinforce the front. Oh, a little bit slow on that unsiege from Trust. Behind it, the roaches had cleared the 3rd base as well. The main base had been cleared up, and even though he killed 14 workers, Elazer was still up 10. He knew as long as he defended the army at the front, he was in a good position, and he takes the 2-0. But yeah, a lot of players skipping Ling Speed at the moment. Because Protoss players are opening up Robo first, players are going Charge Little Ends. Players are doing Immortal Sentry attacks. Players are going DT Archon drop and having a fast lair, Overseer for scouting and detection, having Roach Speed. Fantastic things against pretty much all of this. So we're seeing a lot of Ling Speed get skipped. Now because of that, we're seeing some really cool evolutions in the meta where players are basically, it's really windy. It's like this beautiful cool breeze. Players are starting to send Stalkers out. They just like make a couple Stalkers and go just pick off Overlords with the Oracles guarding the Stalkers, shutting down their opponent's vision. They're scouting, picking off units all over the place. And it's this weird thing. We even see Stalker drop from stats in that Grand Finals, which was really cool and very funky. So awesome.